Hey y'all, welcome to Other Realm Studio. Hey Jerryberry180 on Twitch. Good to see you again. So, yeah, I was busy getting set up, and then I realized my tea was in the other room. So I'm hoping that Restream.io has fixed whatever problem that they had with Facebook Live not showing up in the chat. And I have the chat up to where I can type things in. So I have a thing. I'm going to be on a podcast tomorrow. About 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let me see if I can plug that in here. No, it's not going to let me. No! Hang on. I'll try it again. Copy. It doesn't paste. Dang it. Alright, fine. I will try to just type it in correctly. youtube.com/watch We will see if this works. Five and G. Well, it looks the same. And yeah, let me know if that link actually works. But that should be going to the specific live stream tomorrow at 3 that I'm having on, well, not that I'm having, but that I've been invited to participate in on Stoic Writers. Yeah. Here. Writers Talking. Well, Creators Talking 2019 mid-year stream. So you might be able to search him and get that. I don't really know because YouTube's gotten really weird lately. I can't find things anymore. Oh, this is fun. So, you know, I use Clip Studio Paint, and I really love this program, and it's also on sale for half off right now. I think it still is. And they are also running a contest for a chance to win a Wacom Cintiq Pro 24, which is the touchscreen that you can actually draw on and stuff, which is amazing. I would really love to win that. But there's a lot of people in the running for it, so it's not likely to be me. Let's see. Let me scoot this over here so I can see what else I'm doing. This is what I was working on yesterday. Very distracted yesterday, but I'm pretty happy with where this is going. So I was going to touch up some of the shading. Spent the whole day running errands, or that's what it seems like. I have, let's see, I have made some progress. Not only did I go to the grocery store and buy vegetables, but I also convinced the kitten Naruto 3, who has not been wanting to eat real food, to drink some milk. So it's the stuff that's formulated for cats. So don't worry about that. But he's been the only holdout. Everybody else in the litter just pounces on food and eats it, and they're very happy and everything. And this is the one that only wants the mama cat to feed him. So today I pried his little jaws apart and forced him to taste some milk, and then he caught on. So I think he'll forgive me now. Let's see, I think that instead of going with this more purple color, I should dial it back to a more blue, like a straight up royal blue. Because the thing with the warm colors is they kind of pop forward, and I would like this to remain in the background. So you need your cool colors in the background. Oh, and Jerry Berry 180. Hang on a second. I drew you something and I've lost it. Come back here. Where is it? Where is it? I'm going to have to swap over to the mouse here. Well, now I can't find it. That's what you get for not coming back right away. Ha, there it is. You asked for a panda. So there you go, you get a panda. Okay, back to what I was working on. I don't want to lose my line work in this hair because it took me forever yesterday. I'm glad you're happy. You're welcome. I am here to spread joy and tell stories. And I should at least give that a shot. So let's see, what else do we have going on? Oh, I got the best news today. So my comic, I had the successful Kickstarter. That was excellent news. And I sent off everything to be printed. using the Alterna Comics printer partnership program, which is a little hard to just say. It's like that Peter Piper tongue twister. And so it's been worrying me to death. I mean, not for any real reason. It's just it's out there, and I've just been waiting, and I don't wait very well. So I'm very excited to have my comic actually printed in, a real physical form. So today I found out that it's been printed and it was sent to Alterna along with the rest of their print runs for their comics. And they're going to repackage everything and mail mine to me. There's a picture up on Twitter and everything. Did I have Twitter up here? No, that's not it. Hey, hang on. Let's see. Come on. No. Okay, so here's my Twitter page. I am Richey_Paula, so original. And there's my comic. I mean, it's this one over here on the far right. It is a real, actual comic. I'm so amazed. I can't wait to see these in person. Okay, and this right here on the far right again is one of my interior pages with my colors. And this is an example of what the comics look like on newsprint. So this is really terrific because you get a 32-page comic printed. You can get 500 of them printed for like 50 cents a piece. This is just incredibly exciting. If it wasn't for the printer partnership program, hey, I actually said it, I wouldn't be able to afford my own print runs. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be fine. It's going to turn out. I can't wait to get my print copy and compare it to my colors that I have on my screen, because I did all the coloring myself. And I don't know how things are supposed to look. So I was really worried about my saturation levels because, I just didn't know. Evidently, it's fine. I kind of expected a little more black edging around the edge. Here, but it looks good. I like how it looks. And there wasn't anything too important like out at the very edges of the bleed here. Because you always have to watch out for that kind of thing. Okay, let me pop this down. Oh, the other thing that I did today, I downloaded OpenTunes. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I did find one of these tabs up here. One of these tabs up here is the manual in English, so that's nice. Okay, now let's get back to what I was doing. Where was I? Oh yeah, I'm going to make the hair a little darker. And then I'm probably going to do something else to lighten it back up again. So, yeah, I've been a little stressed lately, but I think that's just because I've had so much stuff up in the air, and it's all, I think it's all coming together now. So, I expect pretty soon I should have my copies of the comics in, and why did this jump? No, I do not want to do that. Oh, and I updated my driver for my tablet too. It was being very weird. So after I restarted my computer for OpenTunes, that's when my tablet finally admitted that it needed a driver. So that was odd. Because I kept checking and it never did say that it needed it. I couldn't find anything about it. Okay, I actually need to drink my tea if it's going to do me any good. Okay, I'm just going to very gently add a few more shadows in here for some depth. So one of the things that I want to do coming up somewhat soon, because time just goes by so quickly, is do a animated trailer for the Kickstarter or Indiegogo. Still kind of on the fence between those two, for issue number 2 of my comic, Soulbound. This one is like a escape prison break story, cross country. Really fun and exciting. Lots of monsters. And the first time that I did a video for my first Kickstarter for issue 1, I used Motion Artist, which I got something workable out of it. So I was hoping that this time I could do something a little more polished. I have no idea. I hope that I can't make it worse than the first one. So I'd really like to do a nice animated intro, and eventually I would like this story to be an animated series, because there's some things that I really like the comics medium to tell. I mean, there's a lot of fun things that can be done with it. but doing something animated is a lot more accessible. Um, you get more people who will watch something than you get people who will read something. So I'd like to take a shot at telling the story via animation as well, and I'd get to tell some different aspects in different ways and do the pacing a little differently, and just a lot of stuff to experiment with. Okay, I think I finally got the hair to be the proper distance back that I had in mind for this. I think what I had going on before is it was a little too warm of a color, and it wasn't receding enough. Into the background. Now if I can just get it to shade properly with going in between all the little hills and valleys of the curls. One of my cousins has hair this curly. So one of the things that Clip Studio Paint EX will do, it has this whole menu for animation. And one of these, somewhere, says something about, I think it's export. I think there's one of the Okay, now I've lost it again. I don't know how I'm going to remember to actually do anything that I learn. But, oh, there it is. Export animation. Okay, so it says you can export animation. You can, with the image sequence, animated GIF, animated sticker, movie, export animation cells, OpenToon scene file. So you can export animation to an OpenToon scene file. It says so, right here. It's kind of grayed out. But if I was doing animation, it would be an option. And an exposure sheet and audio here. I think audio is new. I don't think that was there when I first bought the program. I think that came along in an update. I'm not sure. But it's going to take me the rest of my life to figure out everything that's in here. Yeah, unless I can find a complete manual. And possibly a tutor. So since the program I already have works with OpenTunes, clearly, since it's labeled and everything, and OpenTunes is a free open source program, it says that it can be used for any purpose, even commercial. You know, just in case I actually make money with animations. And I figured it was worth downloading. Also, I have this nice new computer that has a ton of space on it. Yeah, I'd never be able to do this on my old computer. So I would really love there's stuff I would love to do. Let's just leave it at that. I don't understand how I'm going to get it done. But I guess if I keep on plugging away at it, I've got to make some kind of progress. Okay, we'll switch to a slightly smaller brush and tap in some more of these details. Right now, Alterna Comics is live, and I would love to watch this. I can't do that right now. I'll have to catch up later. But yeah, I highly recommend Alterna's channel. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. I don't think they've ticked anybody off recently. Okay. So yeah, if you want to keep up with comic news, especially on the business side of how to create comics, Peter Samedi, who runs Alterna Comics, he's very innovative. He's always working really hard. Always thinking, the next step ahead. Like, he could see that the bottom was about to fall out of the graphic novels market, and that's when he moved to doing the single issues on newsprint for $1.50 a comic, and that's a lot closer to what the price was in like the 90s for comics when they were having that huge boom. Let me see. And he also has direct ordering set up for the comics on his site. And he's working on doing some things to avoid being completely dependent on Diamond, because Diamond is essentially a monopoly. There's kind of rules against monopolies, but they're like a periodical distributor that only does comics, and just none of the other distributors actually do anything with comics. Or at least that's what I took away from the explanation of how come Diamond gets to do things like lose shipments and not deliver comics, and then charge the people whose comics that they lost an extra fee. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on with Diamond. And so my comic's not going to be available through them. I've heard from a few sources that they're a pain and they're expensive to deal with. So I would rather just make my comics available direct and via Kickstarters. And on the Kickstarter or crowdfund, I'll also have retailer levels. And I also have that available if a retailer would like to contact me directly. I will be happy to offer a deal and actually mail out a stack of comics like at cost. Because that's still cheaper than going through Diamond. And more reliable. So I even sent out postcards to about 30 regional comic stores and places that sell comics, advertising my book. I have not heard back from any of those, but hope springs eternal and all that. Oops. Wrong thing. Meant to go for this one. So, in addition to the creator podcast that I'm going to be on tomorrow, I was also invited to participate in a live stream with Peter Samedi about the printer partnership program, which, yeah, it's still not rolling off the tongue here. It's okay. I'll get around to it. I will figure out how to say it. So, yikes. I hope I can do that. I mean, I would really love to, and it's always good to be out talking about my work, letting people know that it exists. It's just terrifying. And also, for the one tomorrow, I won't need to be like on camera. Probably I'm used to thinking that, oh, my internet connection won't handle it, but internet's actually really good lately. We finally got fiber optic, and it's incredible. So, I mean, I can be streaming, and the kids can be playing online, and they can leave like YouTube or whatever on in the other room, and nobody lags out. So, I mean, wasn't that long ago that kind of thing was unheard of. That's just amazing. Okay, let me get a slightly more natural shape to this eye. We need to get a little bit further into the shade on that side. So, I went out for a walk before I came in, and I cannot believe how far out of breath I got. Like, I know I haven't really been breathing normally since about a month ago, for the past month. There does not seem to be like the usual amount of room in my lungs. And I think it's just, some leftover congestion from kind of a bad sinus infection I got. But yeah, I hope I'm over this soon. This is kind of getting kind of uncomfortable. I would really love to breathe again. Okay, this can have a slight more bit of shade here. One more here. I don't really know what purpose this drawing has. This is what I was in the mood to draw, or what I got around to being in the mood to draw yesterday. So I don't really have a plan for it. I might put it on some products at Zazzle. I mean, you never know what people will really be into and want on, like, a phone case or something. Like, Zazzle has a lot of stuff. So I don't really think that it'd be a great t-shirt design, but let me know in the comments. What kind of product that this will look good on. Yeah, that Zazzle carries. Which they do carry a lot of stuff. Business cards, greeting cards, all kinds of paper goods, all kinds of different stickers, plus phone cases, all different kinds of clothes, anything that can be printed on, cookie jars, playing cards, pillows, lamps. So if you think of something that this would look good on, let me know. I mean, I could put it on a bunch of different kinds of things and see what turns out. On a vase. That's a thought. I don't know if... Now, I've seen all kinds of different stuff at Zazzle, and I have not caught up with everything that they have. But, yeah, it could work on a vase. Kind of has a Greek vibe going on. Oh, and there's like coffee mugs and water bottles and different kinds of stuff. Don't mind me, I'm just eating a piece of toast. Trying to distract my throat from feeling that weird. Let's see. I think I have this space just a little too white right here. I think I can add a little tad more texture to it. Okay, well, it's about time for me to go. I think I'm gonna call this one finished. It turns out, I think it turned out pretty well. And I'll probably poke around on Zazzle and find some things to put it on. I'll see if they have a vase. But thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate it. I hope to have even more awesome news coming up soon. In the meantime, you can check out my website at www.otherrealmstudio.com. I can type that in because I have this app. There. So you can visit my website at www.otherrealmstudio.com. You can see some of my other pieces. You can sign up for my newsletter. I take commissions. And I even have a shop with a couple items in it. You can pre-order my comic there, and I have tiny hatchable baby dragons for sale. And yeah, eventually I'll get more stuff in the shop. I just haven't taken pictures. So I guess that'll be it for tonight. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the other realm. Good night.